G'day folks, Jim Langlands here from FX Charts with the currency outlook for the Finance News Network for Friday the 13th of July. Well, overall it was a pretty quiet day today. Risk aversion was generally the name of the game, following some disappointment yesterday from any real prospect of any QE3 coming from the FOMC minutes. The ECB monthly report today, that was pretty dovish and didn't really help the euro. Now today, for today's session, we're looking ahead towards the data coming out of China. The headline event will be the GDP. That's expected to show growth of 7.6% year on year, and a number below that we'll probably see further declines in the asset markets. They've also released their retail sales and industrial production numbers later on, so we have to wait and see what comes from them. But the euro, it remains pretty heavy. It got down to 121.66. It's bounced a little bit from there. It's currently sitting at 122. It doesn't look very healthy at all, but the charts are showing some divergence as we move lower. So I think it's becoming risky to sell it down here. We may see a bit of a bounce to 123, maybe even a little bit higher. But overall, I think we're probably headed over the next few weeks towards the longer term target, 118 3/4. What else? The yen had a pretty volatile session today. It's ultimately ended up going nowhere really fast, but the BOJ increased its asset purchase program unexpectedly yesterday. That sent the yen a little bit weaker, but it reversed during the session as risk aversion took place and yen buying on safe haven grounds began to set in. So dollar yen saw a 79.15.90 range, and it's currently sitting around 79.30. Elsewhere, cables at 154.30. That played a little bit of catch up, and dollar Swiss is at 98.40. Aussie and Kiwi, they're both lower. The Aussie never really recovered from the unemployment data yesterday, and when risk aversion started to set in, the Aussie fell down to a low of 101 and the Kiwi got down to 78.60. They both bounced a little bit at the moment. The Aussies are at 101.40 and the Kiwis at 79 the figure. And they're going to take their direction later in the session from whatever comes out of China. Until then, expected to be pretty quiet. Other than that, it's going to be a pretty quiet session. China will dominate today. There's nothing really out of Europe, and equally out of the States, the only thing we've got is the Reuters Michigan Consumer Sentiment Survey to provide any real direction. So that's really about it this week. Not an awful lot else to say. If you do want a more comprehensive outlook, go to the website as usual, www.fxcharts.com.au. That aside, just please remember that, as usual, any outlook here is a personal view only and not meant to be used as trading advice. So that's about it. Have a very good day, and we'll talk to you next week. Have a good weekend. Cheers.